everybody, it's Emily from ARC Schooling, and today I'm going to bring you my November wrap-up. So November turned out to be a lot busier than I had actually anticipated. I only read 3 books. I don't know what happened. I've been busy. So I only read 3 books in the month of November, and I'm going to just quickly, briefly tell you what I read, because honestly, it's not going to take me that long to talk about. So the first book I read I don't have to show you because I had to bring it back to the library, and that was The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. And I had been wanting to read this for a while. I really liked Gone Girl. That was the first book in that kind of genre, the thriller and like the psychological thriller type genre that I've really read. So I really like Gone Girl. I wanted to read more books like that. And I'd heard that The Girl on the Train was similar. I'd seen the preview for the movie and I thought it looked interesting, so I thought I'd read the book. And honestly, it was okay. I don't know. I think maybe Gone Girl was just like so good that anything else compared to that isn't gonna ever meet up to it. So I liked the storyline a little bit. My issue with that book, which is odd because it wasn't really an issue with Gone Girl. Maybe Gone Girl was just superior writing. I don't know. Gone Girl was really good. I didn't like Girl on the Train because I didn't like any of the characters. I felt no compassion for any of them. They were all fairly terrible people doing pretty terrible things to each other, and I don't know, I didn't like anybody, so I felt no like person to root for, and I need to be able to root for somebody in a book, and I just didn't care about any of them. So I think that might have been what ruined the book for me. I don't know. It was okay. I don't know. I felt it was just sort of meh. Like I said, when I got to the end of the book and they reveal the big reveal, the twist or whatever, I was just like, that's it. I don't know. That did nothing for me. I don't care. So, I don't know. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. It just wasn't anything great. Next up, I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I read this so I could write the lesson plans for the Harry Potter unit study that I'm working on. And you can hear our holiday clock. Okay, anyway, so I read this for the unit study I'm writing, and of course I loved it. It's Harry Potter. 5 stars, easy 5-star rating. It was nice to go back to Hogwarts, and this month was a good month to go back to Hogwarts. It was a rough month, and it was nice to go someplace comforting. And so yeah, I'm working on that unit study. I got this part done. I still have to write the Hogwarts class. You know, every unit I write for the Harry Potter units has a Hogwarts class. So for the first book I did herbology, which was botany. For the second book I did astronomy. For the third book I did care of magical creatures. So I'm working on transfiguration for this book. Should be interesting. That's gonna like slow me down for a little while working that out. I have the books. I kind of know what I want to do, so we'll see what happens. Third book that I read on my Kindle. This was a book I got from NetGalley. So this is a book that hasn't been released yet, and that is All Are Wrong Todays by Ilan Mestai, and I really liked it. It's a time travel book with a twist, kind of. It was, I don't know how to explain this book, because it was so quirky and fun and weird, and I really enjoyed it. But it wasn't a book that I would normally have picked up, but the premise just sounded so intriguing. Basically, this guy, Tom, lives in an alternate version of 2016, in which we live in this utopian society. Everything is perfect. We have clean energy, and it was all these wonderful inventions. It's just like this perfect world. And it's all because this one man created this machine that was called the Gott-Reader engine, and that created all this magnificence because of him. And so he is like this historical hero that everyone looks up to. And because they have all this technology, they can do crazy things. So the main character, Tom, his father is a scientist who has been working most of his life creating a time machine. And the trouble with time travel, he explains, is that you can't just time travel. You also have to travel through space, because the Earth is always moving. If you go back in time, you might just drop into nothingness, or you might land somewhere completely unexpected, because the Earth is moving. So you have to learn how to travel through space and time. Anyway, they build this machine. Tom is a kind of mediocre guy. He's floating through life. He's not trying very hard, and his father's a genius, and everyone expects him to be a genius because his father's one, and so he's sort of living in his father's shadow, and he makes a crazy rash decision to try to like one-up his father, basically, and it ruins everything. Or does it? It doesn't necessarily ruin everything. It changes everything. This book deals with alternate timelines. It deals with mad scientists and obviously time travel and romance. It was a really fun, quirky book. I liked the voice of the main character. He's telling the story as like a memoir, he says. And so his voice is very, like, he's skeptical, he's a cynic. I don't know, I enjoyed that. It made him more likable for me, I think, because he felt like a real person. If he had just been like some super scientist guy and he was trying to correct his mistake, I think it might have fallen flat. But because he really didn't know what he was doing and just sort of bumbled along trying to figure out how to fix it, I don't know, that just made it more enjoyable for me. So this book, I believe, comes out in February of 2017, so you should be looking for that when it comes out. I really liked it. I thought it was good. I gave it 4 stars. And that is really all I have for you today. I don't know what happened. This month was just super busy. I was trying to cram Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. That was our Read Like a Mom book club pick. I didn't finish it. This month I was working on the bookshelf project. I got that done mostly. I still have to do the pantry. And I'm just like, I cannot bring myself to paint anymore. I can't do it. I spent weeks just painting. I don't want to paint anymore, but I have to get that done. And we've got all kinds of like stuff going on with the holiday season, and so I just, life got in the way and I didn't get the book finished. So I'm going to work on getting that done at the beginning of this month. I don't know if there's going to be a December book. I'm on the fence at this point. I know my schedule is going to be the same for December as it's been in November. It's not going to get any easier. So I'm thinking we might take December off for the holiday season and just come back in January ready to read. If you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know. If you really want to do a book, maybe I'll come up with something that is fairly easy that I know I can fit in. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. What did you read in November? I'd love to hear about it. Please share down below in the comments so we can talk about what everyone's been reading. And I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye!